So, am I supposed to where am I supposed to go tonight? Where am I supposed to go tonight with this? Because all I've heard is that don't talk down on the team. They're winning games. They have 18 wins on the season. They're top of the league. Don't talk down. Meanwhile, meanwhile, I'm sitting back on my couch tonight like this because I got the TV up, right. I'm sitting on my couch like this tonight, feet up, because I'm just watching. Basically, there's no difference between watching that hockey game that I just witnessed and someone getting completely pantsed and beaten in the ass with a wooden spoon. No difference. No difference between the two. Could have put on the same thing and it would have been pretty much the same thing. Uh, yeah. Uh, Inexcusable. Inexcusable. And there was no point in that. No point. Wasting time. Waste of time because I knew. I unfortunately knew after the second goal. Nope, it's not happening tonight because what this team allowed to do tonight, what allowed the Ottawa Senators to do tonight, was what it's supposed to be the other way around here. It was supposed to go the other way. I'm watching instead Ottawa play and execute a 1-3-1 like they're the Los Angeles Kings out there. By the way, coming up on the schedule isn't that great. On a back-to-back too. Hey, did I forget to mention, by the way, the Kings have not lost a game on the road? Oh, how great. Anyway, yeah. So I'm sitting here watching Ottawa, the Ottawa Senators, who, by the way, are what? Oh yeah, last in the Eastern Conference. Third to last, I think, over on the standings, only ahead of the Blackhawks and the Sharks. Am I wrong? Um, yeah. I watched them play a 1-3-1. I watched them execute in transition. I watched them come away with pucks and board battles. I watched them skate their bag off. Matthew Joseph, get this guy on the Rangers stat. Get him on the first flight to New York stat. Bring him back with the team now. Now, because the range I watched that guy play, and it's the epitome of what I've been asking for in a New York Ranger. Someone that skates their bag off, somebody that plays physical, and somebody that gives a shit, quite frankly. Not that I'm saying that the Rangers don't give a shit. But I mean tonight they didn't look like they did. But the point is that Matthew Joseph is I've talked about wanting him to see Jets at nauseum even more than I have. Get that guy on the first flight to New York. That is what this team needs. I'm watching him skate laps. Again, watching them execute their watching them execute their breakouts too, because heaven forbid the Rangers execute a breakout in this game, right? Heaven forbid we break the puck out of our own end here. Wasn't possible. The problem is it hasn't quite been possible the past, I don't know, however many games. Tonight they were visibly slow too. Part of that's because Ottawa neutralized them in the neutral zone, but are we serious? So if I'm gonna watch the Ottawa Senators, who, by the way, look like a team that's hungry, look like a team that was ready to go, that what just I hate to say it, I don't like this saying, but wanted it more. It looked like it looked like a team that wanted more. It looked like a team that was more hungry and desperate to win the game. If the Ottawa Senators are doing that to you, if the Ottawa Senators are waking up desperate for a game in December, well, I mean, I good luck. Good luck against LA on Sunday. Good luck against LA on Sunday. I'm not here to listen to any excuses or anything about, oh, they were winning games. No, 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 no. Spare me that tonight because I have watched this team now play nearly 10 consecutive poor defensive games. Nearly 10. The only difference is tonight they don't come out with the 2 points because their offense no showed because Ottawa neutralized them entirely. Because Anton Forsberg, for whatever reason, puts on the Dominic Hasek mask. Granted, did the Rangers test him enough? Not really. Not really. I mean, the second period, the Rangers got the chances. Outside of that, nah, nah. Why do that? They looked soft tonight. They looked soft. Losing the fact that they lost that many board battles was an embarrassment. I'm sorry. That's embarrassing. The fact that you allow Ottawa to just pick you apart like that in the neutral zone, come on. Come on. And yeah, this is the thing that sucks. You could see this coming. You could see this coming. The Rangers were due for this type of game because this is why I ranted when they beat San Jose, even though they won. This is why I ranted because of this. It was inevitable that this type of outcome would happen. Sorry, it was. It was inevitable. When you lay an egg against Nashville, sorry, how am I supposed to expect you to how am I expecting you to have sustainable hockey when you're barely beating the Sharks, when you're barely beating Nashville, barely beating Detroit, getting spanked by Buffalo? I get it. I get it. They're what? In those games I mentioned, they are they have two losses, beat Detroit. Yeah, they're 3-2 in their last five. 3-2 in their last five. I get it. Above 500. They play this way against LA on Sunday. Like I said, oh, it's gonna look worse than a wooden spoon to the ass. It might be in the not gonna get too graphic, but they might get bent over. In one way to put it. Thankfully, there's 3 days off, though, right? Thankfully, there's 3 days off because that gives the Rangers time to practice and fix things. Hopefully, I'm just sitting here trying to grasp the concept that a team could look like one of the best defensive teams in hockey, like Barry Trotz's New York Islanders defense in October and early November. And now we have David Quinn defense out there. Did I really just say that? I want to vomit. But it's true. It's true. I hate that I have to be like this. I hate that I have to be worked up. But that's what happens when you're in close games with the San Jose Sharks and the Nashville Predators and the Detroit Red Wings. I don't care if they're in a playoff spot. You're better than the Detroit Red Wings. Grow up and spank these teams like you were doing early in the season. Like, I just watch a team like LA who plays the 1-3-1, and I just sit there and watch them play hockey the way they do. And just I'm curious, like that's that type of defense. They limited how many shots was it that they limited the Avalanche to? I was talking to Matt in the group chat, who's in the chat right now too. They allowed like nothing to them. I'm pretty sure the Colorado Avalanche. Yeah, 21 shots for the Colorado Avalanche. Let's see how many of those were high danger chances too. I get that games happen like this, and you're not going to play perfect defensively the whole way through, but it's just it was there early in the season. I saw it with my own freaking eyes. Where is it? Where? They allowed 6 high danger chances against the Avalanche. Where is that? Igor Shesterkin doesn't get off the hook either, though, for this. I'll say that right now. I'll tell you right now, as much as I'm pissed off with the defense, Igor does not get a pass for this game. I'm being straight up. A lot of juicy rebounds. High glove. Nope. Nope. Where'd all that go? Igor does not seem into it at all. I don't know if he's given up on the team because they're not playing defense, or if it's because he's not playing well, or if it's some combination of both. But either way, he needs to be better. He needs to be better. This team has 18, like, this team has 18 wins, yet I can't park my keister on the sofa and watch on the TV with both feet up comfortably that they're going to win games like this, even though, again, I saw it earlier on in the year. Where'd it go? Where? I haven't seen a 1-3-1 in forever. And it's sad too. Sad too, because I'm like aggravated with how much I was getting tricked into the way they played the first 10 minutes. They look great the first 10 minutes. Look great. Oh, outside Trouba failing a breakout and then, Norris almost tipping one in, but they look great. Panarin and Lafreniere with a rush chance after they caused a turnover. Panarin stopped on his shot. Schneider, he had a good opening shift. I'm like, okay, maybe we're going to have a good game for Braden Schneider. He's looking physical. He's making some decent plays out there. Gustafsson with a shot, deflected and stopped. Trouba then coughs the puck up. It goes off of his skate. 2 chances by Ottawa. The better one coming from Norris, but Igor makes the stops. Then, again, I was noticing the little things. Good defense leading to offense. Getting sticks in the lane. Odd man rushes coming the other way off of it. Then creating cycle chances. Fox stepping up in the neutral zone with some plays. Again, they're getting the idea going. Miller with a shot, denied. Then the Rangers kept trying to get it. A good pass gets over to Panarin. He can't score. Panarin goes off for a tripping penalty. Rangers kill that off. And they did a great job on the kill with the sticks in the lane. With the puck support too. Like, they were helping one another out. And then at the snap of your finger, I couldn't snap there. The snap of your finger. Lafreniere. Brutal pass to Schneider. Schneider probably should have had it, though, still. And here comes Ottawa. The Rangers continue to struggle to break the puck out. Ottawa keeps pressuring, firing pucks on net. Zub fires one on. Tkachuk tips it in, 1-0. And then it was like a wildfire in California with the way that this garbage spreaded throughout the team. It's like one bad shift, defensive lapse, one bad defensive shift, and it's just like a shockwave to the rest of the team. And yeah, the Sens get a rush chance. Miller was out of position on that because he was busy turning the puck over at the blue line there. And then Tkachuk got a chance from Norris, denied. Rangers don't take a penalty there. Trouba goes off for a holding. Chikrin with a one-time shot denied. Igor made some good saves. VC had a shorthanded chance. The penalty gets killed. And just like the last one, they let up a goal right after as Trouba misses the puck terribly on a zone entry. And I mean, how do you fan on it that bad? Norris comes in. Ottawa gets the pressure going. Tkachuk just bitching Jacob Trouba around. And then Trouba just runs around like a headless chicken out of position. Mika tries to cover for it. Drew with the wraparound. He buries it 2-0. Rangers get a power play at the end because Kubalik goes off for a goalie interference. But again, first 10 minutes, fantastic. Then they fall apart. The breakouts were vomit worthy. The lack of Capito on the boards was embarrassing. The transition play, nah. Why get through the neutral zone? Why do the little things right? And I felt like I was watching the 2017 playoffs all over again. Watching Guy Boucher behind the bench deploy a 1-3-1 out there with Ottawa going out there and making them look stupid. And in this scenario, Brady Tkachuk is JG Pageau. And the offense, I mean, they didn't even get a lot either. They had 3 high danger chances because they look slow. Rangers, though, did score on that power play to open the period early. They got the cycle going on the power play. Trocheck with a good forecheck. They keep on moving the puck. And then Fox to Panarin. Bang. Goal. With Kreider screening in front, Zibanejad would pick up the assist on this as well. Also, I'm realizing I forgot to put Lafreniere in the graphic for an assist. I apologize for that. Goudreau was announced done for the game at this point. He took a puck to the face, I think. I don't know what the status is with him. The Rangers just continuing to allow pressure. Guys out of position. Miller and Gustafsson. Gustafsson, I wanted to vomit. Terrible turnover in the neutral zone. 2-on-1 comes the other way. And who else would score? Who would it be? Let's look up and down the Ottawa Senators roster. And who is that? Oh, yes, Vladimir Tarasenko. 3-1. Rangers would score after, though, at least. Second line. Putting some good pressure on. Panarin to Lafreniere denied, and then Miller with the rebound. Keandre Miller scores. That makes it 3-2. So, yeah. Then Tkachuk afterwards almost scores because, again, that's just the thing that the Rangers like to do this year, where after they get a goal, they like to just take their foot off the gas and instead of just, going full hands on deck and flooring it. But Tkachuk just splits Miller and Trouba, making them look like Dumb and Dumber out there. Igor makes a stop. Does not matter, though. 4-2 shortly after. Panarin, terrible no-look pass in the offensive zone. Rush comes the other way. Ryan Lindgren, why actually, put some effort into the back check. He also saw Adam Fox covering Tarasenko. Sees Trocheck struggling to get back to cover Batherson. Lindgren's mind is like, you know what? I'm actually going to go play Tarasenko too because Fox is there too and he might need help. And then, shot on goal. Batherson gets the rebound. Another bad turnover by Trouba. Coley, great pass to Bonino. Denied multiple times. Chikrin had a good defensive play. Fox and Lindgren looking stupid out there. Schneider getting dog walked. Gustafsson puck watching nonstop. 5-2. Trouba running around like a headless chicken again. Gets dummied by Giroux in the corner. Miller's in no man's land. Trouba too. Trocheck again trying to cover for the mistakes of them. Doesn't work. Pretty much all you need to know about that period. 8 high danger chances for Ottawa at 5v5. And the third period, snooze fest. Hey, the Rangers finally decided to play some defense that period because they did actually make some good defensive plays despite Ottawa sitting back. There were some things they did right. Too little, too late. And it's not like Ottawa was putting their full effort in that period either way. They were mainly just sitting back. And the Rangers, they had no answer. No answer. They couldn't even get through the neutral zone when it was 6-on-5. And Tarasenko just comes with the empty netter. So, yeah. Don't know what you want me to tell you. They allowed a grand total of 14 high danger chances in all situations, 13 at 5v5 to the Ottawa Senators, and they allowed 17 to San Jose on Sunday, by the way, for those of you keeping track at home. Ottawa had 4.34 expected goals for, Rangers with 3.2. Tells you who the better team was. Tells you who the better team was. The deserve to win meters on some drugs tonight. I do not agree with it being like a 60-40 game. That thing was ugly. And the charts tell you too that Keandre Miller sucked. Jacob Trouba sucked. Gustafsson Schneider sucked. Brzezinski. That first line in general, non-existent. The first line was non-existent. Second line, they tried to chip in offensively. Fourth line, they tried to chip in offensively. Does anybody notice Blake Wheeler on the ice? Because I don't. It isn't that great. I genuinely did not notice Blake Wheeler for one shift, which I guess is good because he didn't do anything bad tonight, right? But Buddy's not noticeable, and there's no argument. There's no argument. How in people's right minds do they defend this guy and try to justify that Kane would not have been a better option? That bringing up anybody wouldn't be a better option? There has to be somebody better. Has to be. He doesn't do anything at all. I don't know. If you want a positive for tonight, the only positive I got for you tonight is that it's one game that they've lost here out of these. Well, technically two out of the poor defensive play stretch here, three. Dallas too. But regardless, the only positive I got for you is that there's a 3-day break. And that maybe somehow they right the ship. But they need to. Quick. Because if they don't, it's going to be a downward spiral. And I hate to be the one to bring the bad news, and I don't want to sound like I'm being an asshole and sound like I'm being a pessimist, but this play is just simply not sustainable. And I get that I overreact at times. I do. I'll be the first to admit it. I get that I may overanalyze every now and then. Again, I get it. But there's not a chance anyone else in the chat thinks this is sustainable play, right? I can't be overreacting too much here. Does anybody in chat think this is sustainable? Because I'd love to hear why. I'd love to hear your reasoning. Please justify it for me. Please help me put my head on the pillow tonight and fall asleep quickly instead of staring at the damn ceiling, wondering what is wrong and where's the defense. Sunday's going to tell me a lot about this team. Sunday's going to tell us everything we need to know about this team. Could tell you that, though, right now. For free, I could tell you that. For free. We have 7 likes on the stream. Please be sure to leave a like if you haven't already. I'm going to get to the chat. Subscribe if you haven't, too. Trying to get to 2K subs. Before I get to chat, actually, I do need to answer a text quickly. But I'm very annoyed. I'm very, very annoyed. Let's say. Yeah, worst defensive effort of the year. Chelsea looked bad. Pathetic. Odd man rush after odd man rush. Unacceptable performance. The whole decor was garbage tonight. Careless turnovers in the zone. Losing puck battles. Wandering out of position. And way too many times a stretch pass cut them open. Bingo. Yeah, hopefully this loss makes them play better defense. Yeah, LA's gonna have a field day if they play like this. It's not even gonna be a contest. And I'm so thrilled that I'm gonna be in the building for that, watching them in their new thirds, potentially getting pantsed by the LA Kings. I'm excited. So excited. No, back checking was nothing. The problem is, Michael, it's not one true stinker. It's not. They shouldn't have. They should not have played. It shouldn't have been close. The game against San Jose shouldn't have been close. That's a team you got to annihilate. I mean, yeah, we've been pointing out the bad defense for a while now. Great game to go into a podcast with, though, right? Yeah, Joseph would be great, wouldn't it? I'd have fun with Matthew Joseph on this team. I don't even know if I have it in me to keep going the rest of the night. I really don't. Yep. And bingo. Although I would argue it's been longer than just that Sabres game that they've been playing poor defensively. They did not play good defensively against Dallas. They did not against Boston. Boston, no. They played okay against Pittsburgh. They played pretty good against Philly. Not good against New Jersey. Not good against Columbus. So, and yeah, Forsberg made saves, but he was not tested way too much enough. Like you're telling me one high danger chance in the third period. No. One high danger chance in the third. No. There's no way. There's no way. Woohoo! Clap it up for Blake Wheeler saving a goal. Having his Chris Paul moment. Schneider needs to challenge Tarasenko more on that goal. Yeah. Schneider has not been good. I said it in the preseason that he's not good, and that one was not an overreaction. Yep. This was the stat too. Glad you mentioned it, because this was the stat I wanted to address. Here is a concerning stat. Odd man rush against. LA ranks number 1 with 2.57. The Rangers rank 27th with 4.52. Here's the even worse part. As Steve Valiquette said, Stanley Cup winners are in the top 5 the past few years. Woo! Yes! But they score goals and have world-class goaltending. They don't need to play defense for their goalie. Yes! Doesn't matter. I'm gonna put my head through a wall tonight. I'm borderline going insane from this game. The Ottawa Senators. All right. I don't have it in me to keep going. I don't. I don't. I really don't. Sorry if anyone is annoyed with how I was in this post game. That's why I do these post games, because you get the raw reaction. Because I'm sure by Friday I'm going to be feeling slightly better. Maybe not. Okay, I'm lying to myself. I don't know. I don't know. I won't be this mad by Friday when we do the podcast, so stay tuned for that. But all I know is that for tonight, I'm not. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Have a good night. I'm not even doing an outro. I don't care.